If your dog barks at an empty room, do not look. That's an old saying in my town. Most people laugh it off. I did too, just another creepy superstition. But my grandmother swore by it. Dogs see what we can't, she'd whisper. And if they bark at nothing, it's because something's there, and it doesn't want you to know it's watching. I used to think she was crazy, until last winter. I'd just moved into an old rental house with my dog, Max. He's the calmest dog you'll ever meet. He doesn't bark at strangers, doesn't bark at the mailman, nothing. The first 2 nights were fine. Too quiet, actually. No creaks, no pipes groaning, like the house was holding its breath. But on the 3rd night, at exactly 2:47 a.m., I woke up to Max growling. Not barking, growling. A low, guttural rumble I'd never heard from him before. He was standing in the hallway, his body rigid, staring into the open guest room. The room was completely empty. I sat up, confused. "Max, what's wrong, boy?" His growl broke into sharp, frantic barks. He wouldn't move closer, wouldn't look away. His entire body was trembling. I almost got up to check. Almost. And then, in the back of my mind, I heard my grandmother's voice like a cold hand on my shoulder. "If your dog barks at an empty room, don't look." So I didn't. I sat there, frozen, staring at the floor. Max barked until his throat went raw. And then suddenly he stopped. The silence that followed wasn't peaceful. It felt aware, like the air itself was leaning in to listen. I didn't sleep a second that night. The next day, I convinced myself it was nothing. New house noises, a draft, my imagination. That night, I made sure every door and window was locked. 2:47 a.m., Max jolted awake. This time, he was facing the hallway, staring at nothing. He growled, then barked furiously at the empty dark. His fur stood on end, my skin crawled. I didn't move, I didn't look. Then came the sound. Scrape, a slow, deliberate drag of something sharp across the wooden floorboards. Max whimpered and backed into me. I gripped his collar, my pulse thundering in my ears. And then, tap, tap, tap. Something stepped into the hall. I squeezed my eyes shut. I didn't look. I couldn't. The 3rd night, I kept every light on, shut every door. 2:47 a.m., Max erupted into barking so violently it shook the bed frame. He was staring at the bathroom door. It was shut. Then, the handle turned, slowly, carefully. Click. The door creaked open. "Don't look," I whispered to myself, tears stinging my eyes. And then, I heard it. "You hear me, don't you?" The voice was wrong, like someone speaking through broken glass and wet cloth. Max pressed against me, shaking. I buried my face in his fur. The voice came again, closer now. "I only want to see your face." The bathroom door shut, soft, gentle. We stayed frozen until the sun came up. I left that house the same day. Didn't pack, didn't tell anyone. For a week we stayed at a friend's place across town. I started to believe it was just my mind unraveling. Until last night, 2:47 a.m. Max woke up. His ears twitched. His head turned, slowly, toward the closet in the guest room. His growl vibrated through the mattress. I shut my eyes before I even knew I was doing it. And from the dark, inches from my ear, it whispered, "Ah, there you are. I found you."